Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome once again to Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue. Today's scene, we'll see Kotori probably near the Shrine of Uktena for once. Well, for once, like always. But this time he has a book in his paws, and he's just reading. He's just reading there, chilling, you know, thinking about stuff.
Is Kotori in Hobbit or is he reading Lupus form?
He's reading in lupus form.
Of course. The only proper way to read a book. And of course, eventually, our magnificent, the glorious, our favorite hero, Ragos comes wandering through the Sept. He has been doing his keeper duties, like a good one, and he notices the Kotori. And here, there's a chance for mischief. He botches his stealth roll. He tries to sneak elegantly onto Kotori to boop him. But as he's about to as he's about to sneak in and boop him, he stumbles. He lupus stumbles.
Yeah. I guess I guess you can do very much with such a botch.
He super botches. Like he rolls. Like he falls and takes a front flip and lands. Like
You're so lucky my character is not human, because right now I would have called you Moon Moon. Because right now you're listening to the ground, like you, and Kotori just turns his head as he heard someone approaching, and then he thought, yeah, okay, and then he heard sprumph.
Brumph.
Oh,
Boop.
hey Dragos.
Hello. What are your readings?
I'm reading a book about African American trade slavery.
Why are you reading about African people and being slaves in the American lands? He says it, he gets up, he walks over properly. He doesn't boom.
Well, because we have a lot of black homids among our tribe. So, since
Black homids exist. These are things.
because I want to become an Earth Guide. Earth Guide means I have to remember things. I have to remember native history, wolf history, and since they joined our tribe, they are part of this history. So knowing makes sense.
Knowing is good. Knowing of things in knots.
Yes, even if it's he flips page, even if it's strange, because knowledge is good, but destroying tree is bad.
Books is this quandary of books. This is true. This is why electronic storage. He would have he like electrical.
Yeah. He's not very discreet. Like I can almost see him, with an iPad, like, technology.
Like he takes out his Kindle, just like books.
And Kotori's going to put his paw on the screen, and obviously it doesn't work because it's not made for paws. This is weird. This does not work.
I found trick for this is that he just puts one claw and just like zzz. I've tested this with my dog.
And then I suppose that there is a slight mark.
He's very gentle. Aiden Ragos puts it away. It's like, anyway, things of Nuss has happened. I've been occupied, but noticed this.
Have you noticed that? Have you felt the punishment?
I felt the punishment. I had already thought this task was been done, so this was surprising to me.
So did I, but apparently it wasn't done.
Unity important.
Chases the Storm is going to try and organize us. The Theurges, they think as one.
The Kachina has told me about this.
Yes. Kachina has ideas, but so we're going to just retroactive the fact that Kachina suggests a Nuwisha totem, and it's a no-no. So
I would suggest Glasswalker totems. Urban set, it's urban area.
And so it's just I'm not very fond of cockroach.
He boops you. He boops Kotori, just like Kento boop. Why not fond of cockroach?
Cockroach knows things that is known, but trying to imitate the Wither to me is not solution. To adapt, yes, adapting is good. Adapting is needed to survive. Trying to become the Weaver? No.
Cockroach doesn't try to become Weaver. Only lives in Weaver's place and puts wild in it. City farmer. Oh, wait, maybe I have to roll tribe lore.
How much lore do you have in Glasswalkers?
I will have 2, I think.
You might at 2 you might know the name.
I would just roll to be sure.
Yeah, because to me it was said, if you want to join camps and everything, or to actually know what the camp do, it's tribe lore free.
Okay. This is new information to me. But anyway, there's a camp of city farmers.
Mm-hmm.
They do things. Right of growth.
I do not know your tribe, so
maybe you should learn.
Really know.
Maybe you should learn about tribe knowledge.
And he just looks at you, in the corner of his eye. Are you saying you're giving me knowledge of your tribe?
Depends on knowledge. I will not give you hidden secrets, but some general information of niceness is good. Maybe.
That can be thought about, but I would prefer Weaver. I would prefer Weaver knowledge.
Weaver knowledge can also be given at one point. You are in Weaver's place?
Yeah, unfortunately. But
so I have been busy with being keeper and not so much been inactive in gathering information about things in Sept. Do you have news of Ness? Except punishment. We know the punishment. And
he thinks, a little bit. I'm not sure, but I heard a rumor that apparently Xavier has left his pack or disbanded. I'm not sure.
This pack is of new.
Yes, I'm not really sure about what happens if I can get him. If I can get him in contact, I think that he should actually explain it a little bit, because it is strange.
It's strange. I mean, I've thought about people packing up too early here at sometimes.
Maybe it's possible. It's possible my pack is not in a better shape right now. Right now, Seeker of Answers have left without really getting me any information about why he left. So right now there is only me, Smiles, and Ren. This is really weird. I'm starting to.
Smiles and the night person.
Hmm?
The smiles and night.
He's not very well.
Aye. Why? Why is this?
You're. You haven't had the nightmares, did you?
That's character. I don't know if they're. I've not been informed about nightmares, so.
Because we felt the cry of anguish of batteries coming from the tree, and it's plaguing my nights. And Smiles is having a hard time dealing with it. I have to keep an eye on him because I don't want him to snap on a kinfolk.
Again.
I mean, Sina is a nice kinfolk, but sometimes she says things that she should not.
Yes, I know about folks who do not act in their place. He nods sagely.
You know that. You know that Vale is dead, right?
I am aware of this.
Okay, just making sure. Did you have the time to follow the trail that I gave you?
The trail?
About the words.
The path, the thing. I've not had time to this. Maybe Emmet has pursued another thing without me. It was not done. I don't know, like out of character. I have no idea if this has been done or not. I've not.
No. It hasn't. It hasn't been done. But since in character I don't know that.
Yeah,
That's why he's asking, because you were Chasers told you specifically and the Glasswalkers to investigate.
Yeah, and I was like, this is a thing, and I've just been waiting around for it.
Maybe I don't know if this will be delayed or not. I have found something on my side, but I can't talk. I can't.
Spirit of Ness. Did you find Spirit of Ness?
Yes, I found it.
What did you manage to trade secret with it?
Yes, we managed to get an information. We didn't get a name or something, but we've got a clue. However,
yeah, that's what thing was traded for. What it's?
He's going to say a secret has been given, and the night spirit judged that the exchange was satisfying enough to reveal what has been paid to him. But the revelation that he gave makes me shiver.
What was the revelation?
I would prefer for Chases the Storm to tell us exactly what to do. As you know, we can never know who listens right now, and
he boops, he nods,
those things. But you will be informed, I guess, with everyone, and probably you can go to Zeke, your tribe brother. He was there. You Glasswalkers have ways to hide things or to exploit wither spirits to be unnoticed. So perhaps he will be able to help you to make sure that the information that he gives you, doesn't go out of hand.
Mm-hmm. But who traded with Spirit?
Well, as I said, you should talk to Zeke for that.
Uh-huh. And there is like, the revelation comes at. Drago just stops for a second when it's like,
and I'm going to make a I'm going to make a perception empathy on that.
Dragos is going to roll his amazing.
Remember, however, that
Uh,
since
Nothing.
uh, do you have only one, or did you make the minus from the lupus?
This is since we are communicating lupus to lupus. I didn't.
Exactly. No, but exactly that's what I wanted to be sure. You know that you didn't put less dice than you should.
Yeah, no, we're lupus. There's like remanipulating my native tongue here.
Yeah. We don't have the minus because we're both in lupus and we're talking lupus.
And we are.
So dup, and one success. So Ktori sees that you make a pause, but what with just one success, what would I see? Just that you almost got or
It was just more like, oh, this is annoying.
so basically Dragos seems annoyed.
And it's just a tidbit like, nah, not a fan here. He's an angry Dragos space. It's like, okay, we'll talk to Zeke about this. Yes, this will be done.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you can now that he has told you that Zeke was the one to give a secret. You can pretty much paddle what he said. Like, yeah, you glasswalkers are good to keep secrets. He's been poking. But yes, what you do with what Zeke does is his thing. What Zeke does is his thing. But yeah, just be prudent about what he does.
Yes, will be done.
But right now, we need to cleanse the area around the tree, and after that,
you know who has corrupted the tree?
Well, guess who?
Black spirals.
Well, no, just maybe the spirit that has been imprisoned in the earth. This place, the place has been was worm tainted. The tree itself is not worm tainted, but the storm eater can't sleep just like that. There are consequences about the binding of Banes into the earth. Even if this is something that is strange to me, because from what I understood, Cabra Raya, the Black Fury, she took my people with her to do a ritual. I thought she would have ensured that everything is at best, but it's not. It is sloppy work.
I thought this tree had been claimed already.
No, it has not. It has not been claimed. It has not been cleansed, which I found it a little bit strange, considering that Kachina was petitioning to us to select the totems. I thought that he made it because we had claimed it, but I was wrong, I guess.
You don't talk about giving your part of the deer before you've already hunted it.
Makes sense, but
you need like if you're going to talk about totems, maybe claiming place first would be best. Well, I will. Well, we will fix this.
We will meet with Chases the Storm. I would suggest you to be there. He wants to see the futures and deal and basically give us direction. I think he wants to bind a growth. He wants to buy a growth spirit in the tree to help the cleansing. On my hand, what I suggest and what I intend to do, unless he Chases the Storm Raya gives me a counter command, I intend to go to my tribe and search for proper proper features. And you can, I would say you could make a Garulor check, probably difficulty, well, probably difficulty, roll, we'll see what you get. You got a 10. You got a 10. So you don't know much about Viuktenas, but you know there's talk about Viuktena dealing with very shady things. Pretty much just like the Glasswalkers are rumored to deal with very shady things themselves.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, and he just he just come closer and he says, "Well, if you knew, I would have to kill you." And he just like wink.
And as I wink back, that might not go so well.
But he just thinks a little bit. But you should. And he thinks and he gets a little bit serious and he says, "You should actually put your keeper of the land up to work."
What are you keeper?
Well, oh, you haven't heard?
I know that there's new keeper of the land. That's Callie.
Yeah,
And
Naroon. That's cute, don't you think?
Yes, that was an amusing thing. I was surprised by this.
Yeah, I respect Callie as a warrior, and I will not question. I will not question the judgment of Frozen Hammer Raya, because a challenge must have been given, and a challenge must have been fairly won. But I am very curious to see what an Aroon can actually do when dealing with spirits when it's supposed to be our job.
Yes, this seems like Tungsters. Couldn't Kachina be keeper of land, perhaps?
Kachina is Color of the Wild.
Ah.
And he just, he looks at you and he says, "You could be keeper of the land if you wished, even if you're a little bit too urban. As you said, this is Urban Sept."
This is Urban Sept. I also take, since Lupus take cares of wild spirits too. Some silly homemade glasswalkers, maybe not so considerate.
But I say that we wait to see what Callie does.
Irrelevant anyway. War. Did Smiles and Knight become the Den Father?
No, not right now. I hope he gets better soon, but if the worst would be to happen, I would challenge the Wormfolk to take back the place of Denfather.
Oh?
I think there is a need for a Lupus Denfather.
Of course.
Right now. But we don't really have time right now for risky challenge for individual needs right now. The Sept comes first. Exactly. So I left some talents, some Arca torches, and some sense worm talents for the keepers. Because if you go to a tree and try to start cleaning the area, it would be sad if you weren't able to detect someone who is hiding his worm taint. But I will I will leave this matter to you. And oh, yes, also, um, one last thing. I'm going to make a moon dance at the end of a moon cycle.
Oh,
Yes, me and Kachina summoned a loon spirit. Kachina won.
a lewd spirit?
Yes,
Okay.
Kachina wanted to ask for the blessing of Luna's armor to resist the silver. And I asked the loon spirit to give me the possibility to create talons that would help us against the hunters, because the hunters are armed with silver weapons. And even Kachina, no, not loot spirit, you idiot.
I thought out of character you said lewd spirit.
I said loon.
Yeah, I thought you said loon. A loot. Oh,
You crazy glasswalker. And the loon spirit, and not loot, the loon spirit told me that everyone praised Elios, but Garu tended to forget around here that Luna had a part of our creation, that she is part of our history. So he asked me to make a dance for Luna. So what I intend to do is to gather the Galliard and the Theurges, and while the Galliard will dance under the full moon for Luna's glory, we will summon water elemental to dance with them under the moonlight and for the glory of Luna. And during all that, one of the Galliards will pass the whole night telling stories about Luna and her incarnations in Hobbit history or Lupus legends. I think that this should be enough to satisfy the loon spirit to allow us to create those talents.
You know.
And with that, we will be able to strike down those fools and make them pay for what they did.
This is goodness.
Right. Well, it's been pleasant to talk with you,
You need
Dragos.
the readings of your books.
Hmm?
You need the reading of your books.
Well, that, and I have to go back to Book Den to put back book
This
in
sounds
Book Den.
this sounds like a place.
Yes, I am trying to get Homid ID so that Homid blue people don't bother me because I don't have Homid ID.
Silly homids.
Yes, they are silly. It is known.
Travis was annoyed with me calling homids silly because they eat vegetables. But this is truth.
Well, as Smile says, they are prey, so they eat grass things that
Yes.
comes from the earth.
Yes, because they're prey. But Travis was offended. Like, what if I called you silly for doing lupus figs? But lupus figs aren't silly. So it's wrong.
It is known.
No. He whoops you and just like points over there. He points at something. That's thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like if Coulter looks away,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is going to try to do a Batman exit.
A back what?
A Batman exit. Have you seen Batman? How like he tries every time Smith covers for Gordon or Gordon, it always ends with him just like he's gone.
Oh, okay.
Look over there, just thing, and he's doing that.
I'm just going to make a roll just for the lols. Okay, Tori is like, oh my god, he's gone, and he looks. Oh no, he's there because there is the tail. You can't beat me, boy. You cannot beat me at hide and seek.
You cannot beat me at hide and seek.
Exactly. So pretty much, you made your way. You hide into a bush, but there's your tail, and Kotori just looks. Oh no, he's there. It's okay. And he closed the book, put it back in his little bag, and he started to trot back into the direction of Book Den.
Bookdown is a magical place.
Exactly, full of
And at this
books.
point, Dragos will also leave and do his keeper things. So I think
Yeah.
this is the end.
Yes, I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, we can call this a scene. Thank you, player, for playing, watcher for watching, and we'll see you next time into Book Den. See you next time.